Okay, today we're going to talk about how to get an A in calculus because it's totally possible. I got a C- on my very first exam and I was shook because I usually get really good scores in math. I got a 99% in math 1050 and I got 103% in math 1060. So going into calculus and getting a C- on my first exam was kind of heartbreaking for me because I thought I understood the material, but clearly there was kind of I didn't understand the material. So I talked to a lot of people and I figured out how to do well, and I got 100% on the next two tests, which means I got an A in the class, which was awesome. So I was just going to share what I learned and how I changed my studying so that I could accomplish that A, because it's really important to get good grades, as you all know. So the first thing that I would say is make sure you have a good basis of trig. Going into my first exam, I didn't really review trigonometry that much, and there's a lot of trig in calculus, unfortunately. So even though I got a really good grade in trigonometry, I didn't review it enough, so I didn't have that strong base going into the first exam. So if you just take a minute and watch some Khan Academy or some other YouTube tutorials about trig, you'll be so much better off in calculus. Memorize the unit circle. I never took the time to memorize the unit circle, and every single exam I was like, oh, dang it, why didn't I memorize the unit circle? And it's so easy to do. There's awesome videos about it. I'll link one of them in my bio. But yeah, I just learned trig. It will honestly help you so much. The second thing that I did was I did more practice problems. If I didn't understand how to do a homework problem, I would just look at the next one. My teacher never assigned every single problem in the chapter, and so I would just find the ones that he didn't assign and then do those. Slater. I use a lot of Slater because it has step-by-step tutorials to how to do math problems. Definitely don't let yourself look at that until after you've already tried the problem for a good 5 or 10 minutes, because you can get in a really bad habit of just using that to get your homework done, but it won't help you understand anything. And then the next thing I did was I got a tutor. I am a tutor, and so getting a tutor was kind of oh, I don't think I should get a tutor because I am one. But one of my good friends was actually a TA for a calculus class up here, so I just got him to sit down with me for 2 nights before the test, and we just worked through everything, and that was really helpful. You have to put in the time, and a tutor is a great way to put in effective time, I feel like. The last thing I did was that I talked to my professor. I got my exam back, my first exam. This is it, and you can't really tell, it's too bright, but I was confused. I didn't get one answer wrong in my whole exam, but I got a C-, and I was, so I mean, it kind of made me a little angry. And I went and talked to him, and I was like, hey, I just don't know why I got a C- because I really didn't miss any answers. And he said I showed too much work, which, I mean, I understand now, there's a lot of crap on that page, so it makes sense. It was just kind of confusing to follow, but, so even though my answers were right, the work wasn't right, and so that's why I got a C-. And so my next exam, I just used a bunch of scratch paper, and I did all my work on the scratch paper, and then I only copied over onto my exam, exactly what I needed in order to show the work that he wanted, and I ended up getting 100% on that exam. And I think that was a big player, as I just knew how he wanted his exams done. Some professors are really picky about that. My mom's a math teacher, and she was super shook that he docked me points for showing too much work, because usually in math they're you're not showing enough work. But I mean, definitely just kind of learn how your professor wants it done, and that'll definitely help you out. If you want to ace calculus, all you really have to do is master trig, do some review before you start the course or before it's kind of too late into the course. Do more practice problems. They're in your book, they're online, you can always find more. Watch some tutorials if you have to on YouTube or something, and then get a tutor. I don't care if it's your friend or someone professional, just get someone to help you out. Or even if it's someone in your class, just get somebody who you can talk through the problems with and kind of bounce ideas off each other. And then lastly, just talk to your professor, because they're really there to help you. Yeah, so good luck with calc. I hope you have a good semester. If you need any tutorials or anything, just let me know in my comments, and I'll see you later.